gray afternoon, the city weeps a slow and silver tear, staining empty pavements, amplifying every fear. I'm tucked inside this corner of a coffee shop I know. The bitter scent of roasted beans, a warm and lonely glow. My cup is half finished, the coffee's gone quite cold. A story in the ceramic, a story left untold. Through the steam on glass, the world outside becomes a blur. A watercolor painting of the things that were. And then a flash of color, a crimson fire against the sky. It's you, it's always you, walking with a confident stride. Your red umbrella, a beacon in the monochrome, a silent conversation in a place I call my own. And then my breath fogs up the window, a ghostly hazy pane. I trace the line of your jaw through the misty gentle rain. I try to find your smile there, the way your eyes would light. A secret conversation in the fading of the light. Each drop a syllable, a word I'm scared to speak. A fragile trembling promise that shatters with a squeak of my own heart beating, a drum against my ribs for all the quiet hidden things. Raindrops keep falling on my pain, a lonely steady beat. Raindrops keep dancing in the rain, a bittersweet retreat. And every single one of them is shouting out your name, but all I can do is whisper your name. Every single one of them is shouting out your name, but all I can do is whisper your name. I remember last September, not just last Tuesday's rain. The sky had opened up a wild and chaotic chain of lightning and of thunder, a dramatic angry show. And people ran for cover with nowhere else to go. You were there, you pulled your hood up, a laugh escaped your lips as you spun around to face the storm, ignoring all the slips. And I just stood there watching, completely mesmerized, a silent hidden witness to the life I'd fantasized. Raindrops keep falling on my pain, a lonely steady beat. Raindrops keep dancing in the rain, a bittersweet retreat. And every single one of them is shouting out your name, but all I can do is whisper your name. And oh, your red umbrella, that perfect vivid shield, a dome of brave defiance on a lonely broken field. It keeps your world so dry and warm, a fortress I can't breach, while I am slowly dissolving just beyond your reach. My empty hand is reaching, my fingers stretch and strain to touch the edge of your bright world, to stand out in the rain. With you not just beside you, but underneath the same small patch of colored canvas that whispers out your name. But the raindrops, they're not falling now, they're not dancing, they're not kind. A million liquid needles are screaming in my mind, a hurricane of what ifs, a thunder of regret, a flood of all the moments that I haven't even met. They say there's always a rainbow when the clouds begin to part, a promise painted in the sky, a work of art. But the only arch of color that my desperate eyes can find is the bloody burning crimson of the world you left behind. A bleeding, bleeding red. Raindrops keep falling on my pain, a lonely steady beat. Raindrops keep dancing in the rain, a bittersweet retreat. And every single one of them is shouting out your name, but all I can do is whisper your name. Raindrops keep falling on shatters the silence, a deep and final crack. The streetlights start to bleed their light upon the wet, dark track. Your crimson figure fades away, a dream I can't retain. Another gray afternoon, washing out the stain of hope, a foolish longing, of a whisper, soft refrain. Just the rhythm on the rooftop, a slow and steady pain. Just the rain and me again, and always just the rain.